The sun had just risen, casting a golden hue over the beach. A small red crab scuttled playfully along the shoreline, its claws raised high and eyes full of mischief. Spotting a tiny fish swimming near the shore, the crab darted forward and clamped onto its tail. "Gotcha!" the crab cheered with delight. The little fish flailed in panic, but the crab just laughed. "What's the big deal? It's just a game." Gentle waves lapped at the shore, silently witnessing the prank. On a beautiful sunny day, the beach was full of life. Seagulls, snails, little fish, baby turtles, all were resting peacefully. The crab crept up to a dozing seagull. Snap! It pinched the seagull's leg, making it screech and soar into the sky. The other creatures panicked and scattered in fear. The crab burst out laughing. "Isn't it fun to throw everyone into chaos?" From that moment on, no one dared come near the crab again. As evening fell, an old sea turtle slowly crawled onto the shore. Seeing the crab playing alone in the sand, the turtle gently said, "Little crab, if you don't like being pinched or made to panic, then don't do those things to others." The crab tilted its head and smirked. "I'm just playing around." The turtle said nothing more, just quietly turned away, its eyes filled with sorrow. As night fell, the sky turned dark and gloomy. The wind began to howl, and fierce waves rose high. The crab panicked, searching for shelter, but it was too late. A massive wave crashed down, sweeping it far from shore. The crab was washed up in a strange, distant, and desolate part of the sea. It crawled onto a cold, wet rock, breathing heavily, alone and lost. On the unfamiliar rock, a large crab, with a hard shell and massive claws, slowly approached. Without a word, it suddenly clamped down hard on the little crab's claw. "Ouch! Let go!" the little crab screamed. The big crab smirked. "Feels good to be messed with, doesn't it?" Pain surged through the little crab's body, both physical and emotional. Thrown into the water, the little crab sank slowly into the icy depths. It curled up, eyes wide open, heart trembling. And in that moment, it realized, this is exactly how I made others feel. No more laughter, no more cheers, only silence and a deep, aching understanding in its heart. The sea grew calm again. The crab found its way back to the familiar beach. It quietly crawled past the old rocks. No more mischief, no more loud laughter. Standing before its usual corner, the crab lowered its head, recalling the turtle's words. "If you don't like being hurt, then don't hurt others." After a wave rolled in, a small fish was left stranded on the sand. The crab gently approached, not to pinch, not to tease, but to softly push the fish back into the sea with its claw. The fish swam off, then turned around and smiled in gratitude. The crab froze, surprised. A warm feeling bloomed in its heart. For the first time, the crab felt joy not from causing trouble, but from doing something kind. The crab helped a baby turtle make its way to the sea, shared food with a seagull, and cleaned up trash around the rocks with a small fish. Little by little, the other creatures began to come closer, smiling, chatting, and playing with the crab. At first, the crab was surprised, but then it smiled back. No longer the lonely one everyone avoided, the crab was now cherished for its kindness. Night fell. The moon hung bright over the sea. The crab sat on a rock, surrounded by small fish, baby turtles, seashell creatures, and young birds. It began to speak. "Back then, I thought joy came from making others feel heard. But only when I felt pain myself did I understand. Never do to others what you wouldn't want done to you. Everyone sat in silence, listening. A simple lesson, but a powerful one. Final message: treat others the way you want to be treated. Kindness doesn't make you weak, it makes you truly valued.